So yesterday, me and my friend, we were hanging out or whatever, and it was crazy because at the end of the day, she just like blew my mind like completely. And so I have autism and ADHD, and for a while, I've always just just lived my life, you know. But I realized as I gotten older, nobody really tells you that if you don't like get the help that you need, that you can start to regress and you can start to have complications and stuff like that. And as I gotten older, I realized that I'm lacking social skills and social cues. I'm not really good with them, and communication skills, not in the sense of articulation, but in the sense of like, um, you know, keeping friendships and keeping, people in my life. I feel like I'm speaking a whole different language. They're speaking a whole different language. And it's always just been that way for me. And so I've always struggled in that sense with, not understanding how to mesh with reality. And I feel like a lot of autistic people have their own way of communication and dealing with, certain things in this world. But for me, I always grew up pretty independent, so I never really addressed those issues, or nobody ever helped me address those issues. But she said something yesterday, and she said a lot of things. But it kind of just blew my mind because I've been like living in this bubble, and not because I want to, but just because that's how my brain operates. And it's like she said something yesterday, and I realized like I've been like pushing things away in a way of like, because that's just how I operate. Like I don't know, like, and I'm trying to like understand how to incorporate um all these skills and stuff, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And so now I'm like sitting here after all the information she has told me about just, you know, how people really think versus how I think, and just change my perspective. And it's just like I do not think that way. And I need to learn how to, one, get out of the bubble that I'm in, but also learn how to process a different way and perceive reality in a different way to be able to just to sustain myself in life. Because I've always wondered why I've been so isolated and alone and all these things, but I never realized that it had to do something with my autism and not knowing how to maneuver in this world in a way that most other people know how to. And it is like, have you ever had that feeling of like you thought you healed from something, you thought you understood, and then somebody says something and you know nothing again? It's like everything is just erased, and you're like, what the fuck do I know? Do I know anything? Is my life even real? Yeah, that's where I'm at in life right now. So I'm like, my brain is just like going in circles, and I'm just like, why didn't I know this? But then I have to realize like I do have autism, but then like I don't feel the way, like, I don't know, like I just, everything is so fucking confusing right now. And she just really changed my perspective and my mindset about everything, which is good. But it's just like, bro, like, why didn't I know all this shit? And it's like, because I'm autistic and my brain just processes things differently. But it's like, fuck, bro.